Hi, welcome. I'm Maria from Read Fine Books, and today we are talking about what we're going to read in July. I have some announcements about my upcoming group reads in the month of July, and I wish you'd come read with us too. These are some awesome books I've been waiting to read for a long time now, and the Discord channels that host these group reads are awesome as well. I invite you there. You'll find there great people and such interesting book discussions. So the group reads now. The first one is Sylvias Manor, the third book that George Eliot published in 1861. I'm going to read what it's about. An outwardly simple tale of a linen weaver, it is notable for its strong realism and its sophisticated treatment of a variety of issues ranging from religion to industrialization to community. So, this is George Eliot. Of course it's going to be awesome. If you haven't read Middlemarch was the group read for the last month on my Discord channel in June, and it was just perfect. I'm sure Sylvias Manor will be just the same. This is a group read with Kelly Reads a Lot. I'll post her channel in the description, and you do have to follow her because she has absolutely amazing reviews. About Sylvias Manor, I can say it also reveals a lot about George Eliot's life. And George Eliot had a fascinating life, especially for the period she was living in. She, like the protagonist, questioned her faith and was deeply troubled by the industrialization taking place in England. So it will definitely be an informative read as well. The central theme in Sylvias Manor is the idea that you reap what you sow. It's a tale of love and overcoming setbacks. At the beginning of the novel, the protagonist, Silas, loses his friends, his faith, and his fiancée when he is framed for theft. Exiled, he moves from Lantern Yarn to the idyllic English countryside of Raveloe, a farming community. There, he replaces people and human interaction with money. He works at his trade, weaving, and isolates himself so that he can never be hurt like he was before. There will be something here for everyone, even though this book is more than 100 years old by now. This group read will be hosted on my Discord channel, as I said, with Kelly Reads a Lot, and I invite you there. Next group read is The Invisible Life of Addy by V.E. Schwab. This is a group read hosted by MJ at Reading This Life. On her Discord channel, we have many people who will be taking part in it, so do join. About The Invisible Life of Addy Goodreads tells us it happens in France, 1714. In a moment of desperation, a young woman makes a Faustian bargain to live forever and is cursed to be forgotten by everyone she meets. Thus begins the extraordinary life of Addy and a dazzling adventure that will play out across centuries and continents, across history and art, as a young woman learns how far she will go to leave her mark on the world. But everything changes when, after nearly 300 years, Addy stumbles across a young man in a hidden bookstore that remembers her name. So, Faustian deal, very exciting. Join MJ from Reading This Life Discord channel and we'll talk there as well. The next read is Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. This one will be hosted on my Discord channel, and it's about, of course, Frankenstein, the modern Prometheus. Frankenstein tells the story of gifted scientist Victor Frankenstein, who succeeds in giving life to a being of his own creation. However, this is not the perfect specimen he imagines that it will be, but rather a hideous creature who is rejected by Victor and mankind in general. So this will be very interesting. I have seen the movie, but a very, very long time ago. Of course, I haven't read the book until now, but I do know Mary Shelley wrote this in a sad part of her life after having had some miscarriages, and she bore there her entire despair. So I'm really interested in how this book will turn out, and I'm sure the discussions will be very interesting around it. The next book is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest by Ken Casey. This is a group read on the Discord channel of AJ Dunn. There as well you'll find a lot of booktubers that will be joining. So I'm excited because this one is a classic as well, and I haven't watched the movie. I don't know anything about it other than the blurb, which is a tyrannical nurse Ratched rules her ward in an Oregon State mental hospital with a strict and unbending routine, unopposed by her patients who remain cowed by mind-numbing medication and the threat of electric shock therapy. But her regime is disrupted by the arrival of McMurphy, the swaggering, fun-loving trickster with a devilish grin who resolves to oppose her rules on behalf of his fellow inmates. His struggle is seen through the eyes of Chief Bromden, a seemingly mute half-Indian patient who understands McMurphy's heroic attempt to do battle with the powers that keep them imprisoned. Ken Casey's extraordinary first novel is an exuberant and devastatingly honest portrayal of the boundaries between sanity and madness. So, this is one of the first times I'll be reading about mental problems in a book. I hope it will help me a little to dive into it as in the upcoming month, I think in September, I'll be doing a group read of Jane Eyre. So we'll see, it should be interesting. The next one is a book by Ruth Ozeki, The Book of Form and Emptiness. This one is a group read on Nicole's Discord channel. Nicole has a YouTube channel as well, Dusty Book Sniffers. You should definitely check her out. She has awesome reviews, and her Discord channel has lots of challenges. You'll definitely find it perfect for diversifying your reads. Book of Form and Emptiness is about a 14-year-old Benny who begins to hear voices after the tragic death of his father. The voices belong to the things in his house and sound variously pleasant, angry, or sad. Then his mother develops a hoarding problem and the voices grow more clamorous. When ignoring them doesn't work, Benny seeks refuge in the silence of a large public library. There, he meets a mesmerizing street artist with a smug pet ferret, a homeless philosopher poet who encourages him to find his own voice amongst the many, and his very own book who narrates Benny's life and teaches him to listen to the things that truly matter. Hearing voices, that should be fascinating as well. I am so excited about all these group reads. I hope you join some of them or all of them. Let's chat about fine books here as well. I'm Maria from Read Fine Books. Thank you for watching.